Good morning. Today is the 25th of February. Excuse me. 2023. The time's 8:25 a.m. Um, this morning, I'm just thinking about certain things, and I want to talk about it. I was thinking about the fight that those men that stormed the Capitol, and that was real foolish. That was very foolish. And they want to blame Trump for what grown men does. And like I said, I'm not a great big fan of Trump, but I'm not any kind of fan of Biden. That's just me. And I have that right. Because I don't trust the men at all. None whatsoever. And I don't. They probably going to say something about this, so I'm not going to say too much. But anyway, now, those people that stormed the Capitol, they act like animals. They acted like animals. But the ones that was in the Capitol are the animals. They are the animals. Because they are the one that's allowing this killing to go on. You got people, there's a video that I saw that said that Obama said we are in a quiet war. Either a quiet war or silent war, one of those he said. But he didn't say that it was against the citizens of the United States of America. People that didn't even know that they was in the war. There's someone so evil that they'll put our name on a terrorist watch list and call us terrorists. Then they go around to these communities everywhere we move to, not just where we move to, just everywhere. The grocery stores, the restaurants, wherever. And spread all type of lies and rumors about us that we don't even know that they're doing. And then people start acting funny towards you, start being mean towards you, turning their back towards you, grunting and doing all sorts of things. Then they start coming around you with their cell phones, reading stuff that they sending out into the internet and the cell phones, stuff that you don't even know nothing about. And then people start attacking you with digital technology. And then they're hiding inside the house because this stuff comes right through a window. They don't even have to lift the window up. They can just shoot through the window and get you. It ain't going to just go through the window. It's going to get you. I have videos to prove that they do that. They shoot through the windows. I have videos that show where I had aluminum foil on our windows because I knew I could hear, you could actually hear the hits hitting the walls. So I put aluminum foils on all the windows at the back of our house. But you can see holes, so they go right through the aluminum foil, through the aluminum pans, and through the blanket, the Milo blankets. But they want to lock people up for storming the Capitol. Now, I did read, but there were like thousands of black women of color that are missing. So I'm wondering why come all these women missing and you don't even hear about it on the news. Just like the children, they were missing. There were like 300 missing at one time. I think they were all black in Washington, D.C. How can all these children go missing and you don't hear nothing about it but maybe 1 or 2 times, that many children go missing. Now, when those children over in Africa, those girls went missing, we heard about that, which that shouldn't have happened either. But we right here in America, and the news people not talking about what's going on in America, where people, black people, is going missing. It's like they don't want nobody to know that this is happening. Then the next thing you know, you hearing about they're trying to make men pregnant, where they can have a baby and gonna make synthetic wombs. So they only make me wonder, all these black women that's missing, either they wombs that they're going to make men have a womb where he can carry a baby. I mean, what man want to carry a baby? Why would you want to defile God so? Why do you hate God so much? Because this is what you're doing. Everything that you're doing against God. God nature, God will, God way. And then you want people to follow behind it. And people so dumb and stupid, they doing it. This is Satan's way of winning. Winning souls that could be going to heaven. But you're going to end up in hell. Then I thought about yesterday. Now, like I said, the citizens of the United States of America, there's supposed to be a quiet war. But it's not quiet because we crying out. We are crying out and we're calling governors and senators. So it's not quiet. And so they send people just completely surround you, like they putting you in prison in your own home. But they're not just putting you in prison. You being tortured they'll turn your own family against you. You start wondering, your children. You really, you'll start wondering, are your kids a clone? Is your children that you give birth to, are they really your children? Because they don't seem to care that you being tortured. So yesterday, we've been here 1 year and 2 whole months. And some people came over there beside us like 3 something in the morning. So when the dog was outside, now our dogs, one of them, she'll bark. She goes outside looking to see, she see people, and she start barking. Well, she didn't do that yesterday. She did not do that yesterday. Because I just got a feeling that these people were feeding them or something to get them out of that fence. Those dogs didn't just get out that fence. Nobody came and knocked on the door and said, your dogs are out the fence. Not one person came over and knocked on the door. And so, it just made me wonder, were they trying to steal the dogs? Because people do steal dogs. I know that for a fact, that they do steal dogs. A lot of people, dogs are missing. And these dogs are not just going to go out the fence. Them dogs been here a whole entire year. Never went out the fence but once. And that's because somebody left the gate door open. They didn't crawl up on the fence. And the way that fence is made, it could have cut them. Because it's still on the ground. And there's a gap that I've never seen before. So something happened with that fence yesterday. And so I'm really wondering, were they trying to steal the dogs? The only time I heard them bark is when they was on the porch. And I went and looked at my videos, and the man across the street with the white van, the dog was all the way down the street. And he brought them by. He ran by, and he was calling them by. So I did go out there and thank him for doing that. But them dogs didn't just get out that fence. Nobody can convince me because I know how they bark. How they bark at people. Time they go outside, one of them will start barking. They didn't do that yesterday. And I do believe because somebody was probably feeding them, or there's some, and they were over there. You can see them over there with the people. These dogs don't do that. They don't do that. And they're not my dogs, but I love them as though they are, because I've been dealing with them since they were puppies. And I know that them dogs will bark and bark and bark. That didn't happen yesterday because I done heard them. Only time I heard them barking, they were in the front yard on the porch. And that's what I said. I said, it sounded like them dogs in the front yard, you know. And when I went outside, hey girl, hey girlie, hey yeah. Whole thing. Let me put it on pause for a minute. So you know you can't just let people play, especially GameStop, because these people are pure to the evil, as evil as they can be. And then yesterday, before I saw the dogs over there, the man with the red truck, he comes out and he stops over there and was talking to her just before I saw the dogs over there. Then his wife, she come out. She's an old, massive woman. I mean, she's so old. She ought to be ashamed of herself. With her old self, ought to be somewhere trying to make sure she go to heaven, because she might be on her last leg. And she's always messy and carrying news and stuff. I reckon I'm something to give her some energy. Give her something to do, because she be up in that house all the time, because he be gone. You know, telling what he be doing. But anyway, she just a messy old woman. And since we've been here for a whole entire year, not one person has spoken to me. Not one have said, hey, how you doing? Not even one. Because as soon as I come out that door, I start hearing taps. And I believe they got their cars and stuff automatically took my body or something. Or on remote or something. Because I can't even pick a package off the porch. Even in the backyard, the same thing. But those guys be actually shooting at me because I can hear them. I can hear the clicks. Then one of them used to be over there hitting stuff because I don't know if he was trying to warn me that they was over there shooting at me. But one of the guys, one of the days, told him to stop. You know, because he was letting me know that they were over there. I know. What did that? Oh. And he would just be hitting stuff. But they would be shooting at me too, because I could hear the shots. And I could feel them. Because it feel like maybe mosquito bites. It didn't little knock you all up on the skin. Because that stuff go inside your skin. These are tracking devices that they're shooting you with. Technology. And see, with all this kind of stuff, they're trying to put us inside of a computer. They got this supercomputer that they're trying to put everybody in. And this is this kind of stuff I woke up, because I ain't been too long, woke up, and I woke up full of energy all on me. My hair don't even feel like hair. I had to shampoo my hair and put conditioner on it, because it felt like wire. And I had on one of those lamb skull heads. I found it yesterday. And probably because it's full of energy too, because you see all this, we submerged under this energy. Completely submerged, because you can see it all the way up to the ceiling. It's all the way down, and it's coming up. Stuff coming up from under the ground. Then you got your electrical sockets, because they got the smart meters on the houses. That was the purpose of putting the smart meters on everybody's houses, so that they can put this energy inside your walls, because they want to totally control everything about us. It's going to get where we can't be free to think. This is what they saying. They got videos out there telling you this, that we have the right to even have our own thoughts. And if we think anything other than what they want us to think, we will be punished. This is what they saying. They got the videos out there to tell you this. They hacking our brains. Right now, what they doing, they putting thoughts in your mind, because they want you to, they trying to cause division. They want you to be thinking certain things, so that those people that's getting those texts can read it and think that this is your thoughts, and these are your feelings, and these are your, when it's them. Because they doing this. They putting the thoughts in us. They putting the feelings in us. They taking our thoughts away from us and putting their thoughts in us. Have you where you can't sleep, where when you don't want to eat, you're going to eat, putting all this weight on you. And I don't know what the purpose of all this weight they're putting on me. I don't know. But it is. I'm getting like, it's like I'm just puffed up, like puffing stuff. This is our government, and those up in the White House. Those are the animals. Those men that stormed the Capitol acted like animals, but the real animals is on the inside, because they have no respect for humanity. They don't have a problem with murder. The richer they are, the more of a murderer they are, because they feel there's too many of us on the earth. So they're going to create lies to kill us off, because that's what it is, a lie. Because what they're saying is going on is not what's going on. All this frequency, these towers, this stuff coming out from under the ground, this is what's killing us, because it's not made for us. It's made for them, because they not who we are. And I'm telling you what is going on. They feel that they can lie, because they are the children of the father of lies, who is Satan. These people serve Satan. Even the pastors in the church that we have now, because they even gang stalk. Anybody that know God is not going to be a gang stalker. So any pastor that is a gang stalker, any church that is gang stalking, is the synagogue of Satan. Because one thing God will do, will chastise those that belong to him. And anybody that's a gang stalker, God will tell you, because what he's not going to have you destroying people's lives. Gang stalking is a death sentence. It's until your death. As long as your name is on that list, they're going to torture you. It's not nothing about community watch, because that's what they call it, community watch, organized community watch, but it's a lie, because they're torturing and killing people from the inside out, because this is what radiation does. Radiation destroys from the inside out. And this is what they're doing to us, killing us from the inside out. Because who can look in us, in our inside? Who can look at my organs and tell that something is happening? Who can look at my heart and tell something is happening? Who can look at my brain and tell that my brain is shrinking? Because when you look at me, you just think, she must be eating real good, because she's gained a lot of weight. No, this is not from food. This is from radiation that's coming up from under this ground. because that's where the top layer is the electrical system. And the walls, because they got these smart meters on the wall on the houses. And it's electrical all on the walls. You can't see it with the natural eye, but I can see it through my computer. So they just think we just that dumb and stupid that they can just do us any old kind of way. And we won't say nothing. We just let it happen. But that's not the truth. We don't even have whites in our ears no more. Because as we sleeping, this something is happening to your ears. We who are being gangsta don't have whites in that. We don't have whites in our ears. They doing something to my throat. That's why my neck is just dropping down, because something is, they have something. I don't know if it's dehydrating. This is what they're doing to us on the inside, dehydrating us. But my throat be just dry. And there be something in my mouth when in the morning time, I get up and I rinse my mouth with Listerine, and something come out of my mouth. I don't know what that is, but it don't be in there at nighttime. It's in there in the morning. So I don't know if they filling me up with this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that things are just not right. They're just not right. And those who are in leadership positions are pure evil. They are as evil can get. And I'm just not going to just let people do any kind of way and not talk about it. Because this is my life. This is their life. All the people that's being gangsta, this is our life. We are humans. We were born out of the womb of a woman. And this is what God created us for. To give birth. Not men. Not men. God did not create men to give birth. They don't even have the right parts. So evidently what they plan on doing is cutting it off or something. I mean, how you gonna give birth, or just do a cesarean? Maybe that's what they're gonna do. But men is not to have no babies. And y'all keep right on. When the sun, the moon, and the stars start falling from heaven, you ask for it. Because that's what's going to happen. This earth is going to burn. Nothing's going to be left but the word of God. No mansions, no BMW, no Mercedes, none of that. None of these expensive clothes, no red bottom shoes. None of that stuff is going to be left. Not even you will be left on this earth. Because everything will be burned up except for those who belong to God. So those of us who believe in the Lord and serving God and living our life, and He said live it, we won't be burned up. But those of you who want to say how God created me won't good enough, because this is what you're saying. When you born a man and you try to say you a woman, you saying God didn't create me good enough. But the Bible tells us everything God did was good. And He's not a man that He shall lie. So who's lying? We better get we who are human better get some sense about us, because there are some who are not of us are here. And they are in the leadership positions. What they did with the real people, I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you this. That's not them that we're looking at. There's something else. And if you watch them good enough, you will see them switching. You'll see their eyes switching, their teeth. Something on them is going to change. because they getting where, that's why they want all this electrical stuff to keep us from seeing their real self. This is to keep them from looking like us instead of them. But something changes because I can see it. I see their eyes changing. People's capturing certain things, their hands or their teeth, something changes on them. But I haven't seen that. I do see the eyes. And they get reptilian eyes right on camera. And a lot of people is changing. So we got to stop just following what they say, because they're gonna lead us to hell. Cause that's what they're doing. When you follow it and they making these laws that's against God, they leading you straight to hell, and you're gonna fall right on in there. Hell get lodged by the people. It's the people who enlarge hell. Because that's who make up hell. People. Dead folks. But really you ain't dead, because you're going to feel everything. Everything that all the pain and the torture that goes on in hell, you're going to feel it. Because your spirit and your soul is still alive, just the body. So these people that they think they doing stuff and nobody know what they doing. Well, we know what you're doing. Because you're not that dang on smart. They were back over there this morning at 2 something. And what they keep doing over there, I don't know. But I know they don't live there. And that's what they do. They come and they gang stalk. Like, like we don't have the right to live in peace without people bothering us. I can't even walk out to the mailbox without them shooting at me or spraying me with something. Sometimes I feel like they're spraying me with something. And this stuff goes a distance. So it's powerful. They don't have a problem with hitting you with something that powerful. Then they got stuff that they got coming right into your window, signals and stuff. How would they want it? How would they like it if I did them like that? If I was sending stuff in they windows. Just like yesterday when I was out there telling them, we don't bother people. And we don't want people bothering us. Here they come, all out that old woman over there. Here she come. Because they knew what was going on. They already knew what the people over there doing. They steal dogs, they kill animals, and they rape animals. That's just how nasty they are, that they are rape an animal. And then send you the video of them doing it. That's just how filthy they are. And I don't care nothing for anybody that's a gangster. I care nothing for you. Because you care nothing for humanity. That you gonna let somebody call you to be a terrorist of your country. And then they invite other people from other countries to come over here. When you got all these homeless people. What is the point of inviting multitude of people to the United States of America when you got multitude of homeless people? So where's all these people going to live? That you can't home the people that's here in America already. What kind of work they going to be doing when you got people that's unemployed now in America? They're going to be killing us. We their job. We are their job. And you that sit back and don't say nothing, you part of the problem. You part of the problem. And then when it get to the point where it's too late to do anything about it, they're gonna be you have to go to war or something where We won't have no guns because they creating the most craziest shootout stuff so that they can take the guns. They can pass the law to take the guns. So while they're attacking us with technology, we won't have nothing but our hands, our bat, our bow and arrow, because all the guns will be gone because it'll be against the law for us to have it. And then the police will come kill us because we are trying to protect ourselves. This is a long, many years plan, but they've been planning for a long time. And now they bring it into effect because they want to bring in the one world order. Already brought in the one world order. It just took effect like they wanted. But this is what this is all about. One world order, depopulation. And they're doing the most ignorant stuff to depopulate. When they got the money, all they got to do is build them a rocket, take them onto the moon, to the Mars, wherever else, and leave us alone here on Earth. And we'll be just fine because we don't think it's too many people. They do. So they the one got the money. They can leave the Earth, go somewhere else. Actually, they come from somewhere else. So they need to go back somewhere else. Wherever they came from, go back to it. Or find another planet. Don't just come to our planet and take over, killing us. Because these people not human. They're not human. That's why they're changing our whole entire atmosphere. And they've been doing it for a long time. So I feel like I said enough. And I'm going to close out. But I just had to speak my mind. And I know our dogs don't just go to people. They can't even look at people without barking. And this is what they do. They'll bark. They didn't do that yesterday. So evidently the people are feeding them to get them out of that fence. You just can't tell me anything, and I believe it. You just can't do it. Because they were actually over there. Not over here. They were over there with the people. Not barking or nothing. They didn't start barking until they got on that porch. And I looked at it on the video. Because he was trying to get them to get put back in the fence. But they came and ran on the porch. But nobody knocked on that door. Not one person knocked on that door to see was there anybody in here. Because they saw my daughter leave. They know my daughter is not me. So they know I was in here. So I'm just wondering, were they trying to steal the dogs? Because they do steal dogs. And they'll torture your animals. That's how evil they are. So on that note, I'm going to shut down. Just remember, watch your animals because these people are evil. Pure evil. And they want to try to present themselves as they have a good neighbor. There's no good neighbor that'll do what they do. There's no good people that'll do what they do. They're not good people because nobody could come here and just tell me something. And I just start torturing my neighbors. And start patrolling them. Because I'm not going to put my life in danger. Just because the police come telling me that there's somebody that's dangerous. If they're dangerous, then why are you telling me to patrol them? Why are you telling me to attack them? Why are you telling me? When you can set your police cars out there in front of them. You watch them. That's your job, not mine. Because these people are evil. They're not good people. And that's all to it. Anybody that'll be a gang stalker is not a good person. No matter who they are. Because the gang stalking is a death sentence. It's to the death. It's to totally, utterly destroy you. And they don't care because they making money or whatever they getting to destroy you. They don't even care about their own soul salvation. So on that note, this time I'm gone.